Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are.
Evening, morning, railroaders. I'll just give you a bit of a overall view of my layout room. This morning, as we're in lockdown here in New Zealand, I was trying to catch up on all my YouTube channels, and there was a video posted by IMRRO.com, and he was talking about Google Images, and most of this layout, in fact 90% of the layout, I've used Google Images, photos, magazines, and information that I could find, because I live in New Zealand, thousands of miles away from the United States of America, and especially from New Mexico. I've always had a fascination with the Atchison, Topeka and Santa Fe Railway Company, and so when I had a chance to build a layout, I was going to make sure that I did the Atchison, Topeka and Santa Fe, and an area that caught my fancy was Raton Mountain, and all through that area. So consequently, everything that I research, everything I look at, everything that I need, buildings, track layouts and that, other than stuff that's come from my good friend in Santa Fe, Mr. Dick Rato, I use Google Maps, and use the feature where you go in and you can measure buildings and you can measure distances. The only thing it doesn't allow you to do is to measure heights. When you go in street view, it won't let you to measure it. But his video made me change my tack in issuing the new one that I'm doing with the movie theatre. And so you can see how I use the images and photos to build the building, to build the scenery, and to make it my interpretation of how the layout should look. This is just to let you know that for me, Google Maps and research from books and magazines are how I design what I want. And then I put them onto paper, transfer them, make my drawings, and then as you'll see in the one that I'm going to present for the drive-in theatre, I had to use a scale of 1 to 144 to just get it to fit, because the real area, according to Google Maps, if I converted it into HO scale, it would be 2.5 meters wide and 2.1 meters long, and I just don't have the space. The area I have is a shelf area of about 300 by 400. So just wanted to give you that intro, and also to thank you that are putting out videos for us to watch. It's been good, and just to let you know that we are doing well in our lockdown here, and I hope you guys will stay safe and look after yourselves. Take care. Bye. Wagon to match the one that's in a photo of Lammy, and put some trees and paint in the background to be a barrier before I go into the new area, which I mentioned before is the drive-in movie. So which is roughly in Fort Union in Las Vegas, but due to not enough area and space, I've decided to do it at this end of the yard as a separation between Lammy and Albuquerque, which is around over on this side here. So what I've done is I've put in a bit of scenery around about, and then decided to see if I can work out car areas and see what it looks like. And then I found some photos of Fort Union, and one of the shows they were doing was the Flintstones in Las Vegas, and so There's my projection screen and the scenery and everything all in place. And opening page. And I built a copy of their projection place. It's just made out of heavy card, and it's down to 1 to 144 scale to get it to fit in. And then I used a torch and fitted a new light unit, because the one that was already blowing, and I turned that into the projector, so it shoots out through that front window. I've also put the shops, details for the shops in there. I'll just get my hands out of the way, where people can go in and then they can stand there, buy their stuff, and still look out the big window to see what's going on. And I did the same at the back, in this part here too, so that people can see it. You know, if they're at that end, they can have a look. So it sits there in roughly about that area, that place there. So when I hook up the lights and the power, the torch shines onto the screen and gives the illusion that we're in a pitch theatre or drive-in pitch theatre. So the time I put the lid on and everything else, it gives that effect, and so it'll be quite an eye catcher comes through. So if the lights go out, you just have the image of the picture that's there. That's no big problem. But as soon as I hook it back in, we have it looked like a film has been played. It's just to give the illusion that the projector is actually working. So I'm quite chuffed how that comes out. I'm still deciding whether to use my Matchbox toys there or to find some S-scale cars or some N-scale, just to make it a bit different. But when I put the rest of the roads in and the two names of the roads of the area, it should look pretty cool. Finish the building. The building's got to have the colour painted in and detail on the walls, and then the roof fitted on. So I'll give you an update when I'm virtually finished it, so I'll show you that part. See you guys.
Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good.